Ezekiel Elliott taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Cowboys are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
On second down, Williams. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Play action. It's Wilson. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And he'll find Washington. That's complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. Steps away to his left. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wilson. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. DeMarcus Lawrence drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Already up 2 touchdowns. How about that drive killer of a sack there to add to their good play? This offense coming away with no points now when some kind of score was desperately needed.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
No, that's you, partner. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. They needed some breathing room. He gave it to them. 11 yards and a first down.
Well, so much for being backed up against their goal line to start the drive. He gave some breathing room and then some. I think the defense really got caught thinking safety, trying to stack the line of scrimmage. And oftentimes, if you can get past the initial grouping, there's a lot of room to run. The defense actually fortunate that didn't go farther.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott. Pollard here once again. Back-to-back catches. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Two minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Prescott. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not real.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Dante Fowler. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But it looked like, fortunately, the Broncos able to recover.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Now on 3rd and forever, he'll look to throw. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
Fielded at about the 28. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Prescott on 1st down. Forced out to his left. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Prescott. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that went a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be from 49 yards out. Marr able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Charles, for them, pretty good first half on the ground. They had some success running the ball in quarters 1 and 2, and they've got the lead now, a chance to expand upon that lead here with their first drive in the third quarter.
Yeah, believe it or not, you and I have noticed that this great game of football has shifted towards pass first, run second. So for me, it's really nice to see some of these teams keeping the ground game as a big component of their offense, and it's working pretty well for them now. And let's face it, they can continue to do damage with it. And in addition, it sets up the pass game really well for them, too.
And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. DJ Jones never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Third and long for Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move to go for it. Predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. Play action. Now Wilson. Rolling to his left. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
2nd down and 3. They go play action now. Wilson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Dante Fowler able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, given where that drive started, that's an excellent job defensively to force them into fourth down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And that will force a turnover on downs. Well, their first fourth down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any fourth down stop is a big momentum play.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. Second and 24. Dancing to his left. And his throw is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
The Broncos on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be third and a mile. Screen play set up for Williams. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up fourth down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on fourth down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Prescott to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the 45 on second down, Prescott. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons.
He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a first down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flush to his right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Wilson. Being chased out left. He's got a man, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Flushed out right. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. From the shotgun, Wilson steps away to his left. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Wilson eluding the pressure right. Oh, and a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Micah Parsons.
And the Cowboys will take over here just shy of the 30. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive